So, February 15th, 2022. Let's just recap how this day's been for me. Well, not really too drastic. Really, the two things that's happened to me today is one, I've recently tried aggressively to start pursuing finding my own place. And I actually found a house I was interested in that I reached out to get more info on. Just for them to ask me to have them call them at 5:30 this afternoon. I called them, and the only thing I get is, oh, this house got an offer accepted on last week. So that sucked. But my plan tonight, and I'm still going to try to do this, was to definitely record a bunch of small videos I've been wanting to do for quite a long time. But hold the phone. Put a halt to that. Because some big, unexpected news was revealed to me late this morning, early this afternoon, around lunchtime. And that news, in fact, is Cody Rhodes and Brandi Rhodes have officially departed from All Elite Wrestling. We're not talking WWE here. We're not talking like, oh my goodness, they're leaving WWE. Are they going to go to AEW? Are they going to go to New Japan? Are they going to go to Impact? Like, the talks we've been having for the past 2 years with all the releases from WWE happening and all that jazz. And let me just throw this out there. Let me throw this out there right now. I am not turning this stream. I am not turning this stream into a war between WWE and AEW haters. I am not, the stream is not going to turn into that. I am getting sick and tired of people just like bashing one another because they like WWE more, they like AEW more. Oh, how dare you think this was the place to be, blah, blah, blah. I don't get it. So, I'm going to have my opinions. You in the live chat can have your opinions, which is why I decided to go live for this one. You guys can have your opinions. But this is not a stream to be bashing those who are excited to see Cody Rhodes maybe come back to WWE, or fans who thinks that Cody Rhodes made a big mistake. Or, whatever your opinion is on this stream is not turning into that. I am not going there right now with this. Which is why everything else, of course, that I do tonight, which is a bunch of small videos, mostly some wrestling and some baseball videos I've been wanting to do for a while, that I'm going to upload tonight. Those are going to be pre-recorded. But this, I had to go live for this. And so far we have just one viewer. It's Tia Couponer. How are you? On my dinner break at work. I'm not too bad, man. Again, I started looking to maybe buy my own house, maybe, but unfortunately, my first attempt didn't go so well because the house was already just got an offer accepted on. But other than that, I'm not too bad, man. Just have a lot on my mind, though, and have a lot of things I'm definitely starting to try to get the gears going with. But I'm good. But this is shocking. But yes, keep your thoughts. If you don't have anything nice to say in the live chat, don't start anything at all. So, and also he left one more comment. He said, what if Cody Rhodes, Shane McMahon, and Jeff Jarrett started their own wrestling organization? It could depend, of course, also. Like Shane McMahon recently, of course, was let go from WWE based off of, the backstage heat he got from his booking from the men's Rumble match and a couple other things I heard. Jeff Jarrett, not too sure what his story is, of course, If there's something going on, because let me put it this way, if Cody Rhodes did leave AEW, and this is not a work, something's going on. Which makes me concerned, of course, for a product that, I personally was excited to see, people like Keith Lee and CM Punk and all these other people go. It would be interesting, creating even more competition, but like I said, it definitely would concern me. But thank you for that stuff in the live chat, Tia Couponer. We're going to get rolling talking about this, as I got a decent amount of things I want to say about this. So again, both Cody Rhodes and Brandi Rhodes have left All Elite Wrestling. Let me just start off by saying this. The rumors are heavy about Cody Rhodes returning to WWE. And of course, he can apparently re-sign like as soon as now if he wanted to. The funny thing is I literally just, for the first time the other day, found the Talk is Jericho podcast from 2017, I think it was. It was about 18 months after he had left WWE. And in the podcast, he kind of said how, like, you know, he wanted to still leave on good terms and that. And such. Had it been before AEW, I could have definitely seen Cody, you know, going on the indies, recreating himself, and then going back. Somewhat of like a Drew McIntyre thing, except Cody did it on his own terms. Drew just got released by WWE himself. Cody requested his release. But now that it's been 3 years since AEW started, 3 years, and it feels like to me Cody Rhodes still did not do everything he could in AEW. Meaning, of course, as a babyface, yes, his babyface run was dead. Now, if they would pull the trigger and have him go heel, then, the door would open much, much, much more bigger for the American Nightmare. But I'm hearing a lot of rumors. I'm hearing that lawyers apparently have got involved. Apparently, they've taken 6 weeks, because it was announced weeks ago that Cody Rhodes was in fact a free agent and his contract with AEW expired. And I thought, oh, he's going to resign, and there's no way he's going elsewhere. There's no way. For crying out loud, just a couple weeks ago, he had a shoot promo on live TV. That promo where he was hyping up his ladder match with Sammy Guevara, which was freaking awesome. He basically called out WWE for changing Walter's name to, what was it? Like Gunther McGillicuddy or whatnot, whatever heck he shot at them about that. He did a sledgehammer to a king's chair to obviously fire a shot at Triple H. He's fired the shots at WWE several times. Why on earth? And also, let's get to the big thing. AEW, he is part owner of. Him, Brandi, his wife, Tony Khan, the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, all are part founders of All Elite Wrestling. Cody Rhodes leaving WWE, one of the first people who said, I'm leaving WWE, I'm going back on the indies, I'm going elsewhere to prove I do not need WWE to succeed. And he exactly proved that. And let's put it this way. Yes, it could have maybe, made WWE, want him, like see a different eye on him and bring him back. Like I said, if that was the case, Cody should have went back before AEW even came into the picture. My opinion. But now he's fired the shots. Now that it feels like, even though his babyface run is worn out, he's only been with this company 3 years. 3 years. And I still feel like he has a lot to offer. Look at all the names that have just come in the past year. We got, we still have, a lot of people think he should, even though it looks like it's going to be Adam Cole now, Cody Rhodes could easily have a good feud with Hangman Adam Page for the world title if he would turn heel and take off his, and under his new contract, take off his clause where he agreed to not fight for the world title anymore after he lost to Chris Jericho at Full Gear in 2019. He definitely could work with Adam Cole, CM Punk, Keith Lee, who just came in, Bryan Danielson, Jon Moxley. Him and Kenny didn't even have a match. I wanted to see Cody and Kenny Omega since AEW first began. We have that. He already had matches with Andrade. Ray Phoenix. I feel like he may have had a collision with Penta El Zero or whatnot, but whatever it is. He had a lot more left to offer on the table. It didn't feel like his run was complete. And yes, you know what? He's been featured a lot. He does have, a bunch of different off-TV shows. Outside the ring shows. He has the Go Big show. His reality series him and Brandi are doing together. And like Tia Kupar just sent a live chat, this could be him also. He could be busy with other shows, just making budget room for other big wrestlers coming soon. And you know what? Again, if that's what he's doing, like taking a break, I get it. These rumors, though, about him going back to WWE just concern me. Because I just still feel like, yes, there's some people, they go away, they reinvent themselves, they come back. Like the Hardy Boys did that. Came back for a couple years, WWE, just to kind of like, Matt, I feel like Matt got everything out of his last run he needed to get out. Jeff, I just feel like his didn't end on a good note. Like the way Jeff left was sad. But I don't know. I just feel like Cody's, just the founder only being around for 3 years and then leaving, like something's up. I hear rumors that he has had a little bit of like a fallout with the Young Bucks and Kenny. There's been some rumors that ego is kind of getting in the way a little bit now. He's got some heat on for that. So, again, I don't know if it's an ego thing, but I just still feel like him where he was at the time with AEW. This teased, heel turn, like him mentioning how people want him to turn heel, and he's acknowledging it on TV. Dan Lambert, like 2 weeks ago, Brandi Rhodes had a promo with Dan Lambert, when obviously they were trying to see if Dan Lambert could get Brandi Rhodes cheered, and it did not work. It did not work. So, I'm just lost for words. I just still can't believe that this. Like, again, to me, in my opinion, if Cody really wanted to go back to WWE, I still feel like he would not have started his own promotion. I just don't. It just feels too soon to start a promotion, and 3 years later, when it still feels like you got a lot to offer, especially with all the talent coming in, you're going right back to the WWE where you have shot on live TV that underutilized you. Like Cody could have been a world champion in WWE for his first run. Absolutely, he could have been, but they never gave him the shot. But again, the message that Cody Rhodes has just sent, I feel like he's the one big influence that you can go elsewhere and be successful in wrestling. You do not have to be in WWE. And again, I just feel like if he didn't start up a new wrestling company, he probably would have fulfilled that maybe sooner, and I could have seen him going back to WWE. But now it's like, I still feel like if he wanted to go back, it's too soon. And a lot of people said he would be more so of like a sellout if he did. I would say, out of respect for him, I wouldn't call him a sellout. But I feel like the message he meant to send would not be completely fulfilled. Like, he started his own company, yeah, but he didn't even get to the main event scene. Well, okay, he did, but he didn't even win the world title in his own company. Yes, there was a story, but, why have him start like a trend? I have him start, not a trend. What was what we're looking for here? Why have him start a story like, if I lose, I will never fight for the AEW world title ever again? Why start that so soon with one of the part founders of your company and never go back to it? There's some other stories, like him and MJF, I feel like never to me, that was not meant to be a one-match feud. It's too late to go back there now because Cody Rhodes' babyface run definitely wore out. But, again, like I said, it just doesn't feel like that he completely fulfilled what all he had to do with AEW. Like, again, him going back feels like, again, I wouldn't say it's a sellout. I just feel like it's too soon for him to go back to WWE. His message is not fulfilled. I mean, yes, AEW has grabbed a lot of talent, but I feel like him personally, because Cody's only 36. He's only 36 years old. Brandi's 38. I didn't realize Brandi was older than him. I'm just repeating myself now, but I just... Let's get to the other thing. A lot of people are saying this could be a work. With the teased heel heat, the stuff he did, like the stuff he did in the street fight with Andrade, with the golden shovel and whatnot, the promos, him mentioning he won't turn heel, he doesn't want to turn his back on the company and whatnot. Like, how does this make him look? That he's leaving the company? Unless, again, his last match that he had was the ladder match with Sammy Guevara, where this is a work and setting up Cody Rhodes to return as a heel, basically saying how, things are going to be different, now that I'm here, Tony Khan wouldn't give me what I want, but now I made him give what I wanted, and that was, to take away my clause to not have a match for the world title anymore, or something like that. Just something, story to come out of this. Because I just don't, me personally as a wrestling fan, I just don't feel Cody Rhodes' run outside WWE was completed. I really feel like, again, he just should have, especially as a founder, is 3 years really like that much of a legacy? Yes, he's a 3-time TNT champion. Yes, 3-time TNT champion. But how on earth, with as big of a name as you are, with as much money as you've made from this, how have you not cemented yourself in the main event scene in this company? Yes, I get he had the match, but that he where he was basically put his opportunities for any future world titles on the line. But still, that's right at the beginning. You're 36 years old. You started this company. You're basically there just to get started and leave. Like that's more of a role for Chris Jericho. Like Chris Jericho, he's what, 50? He's 51. I think Jericho's 51 years old. And I'm even starting to feel like Chris Jericho has run his course in AEW. Like, he doesn't have much really left to offer. But yes, there's some new talents that came in, like Adam Cole or Malachi Black, that I feel like would benefit from a feud with Chris Jericho. But I feel like Chris Jericho has done enough where at the age he's at, he could leave and he could go back to WWE and finish finish his career there. Cody, though, again, I keep saying, something's up. Something happened. I don't think Cody's going to do a Talk Is Jericho podcast, or I don't know where Cody's going to come. I mean, Tony Khan and Cody Rhodes have both released statements. A lot of people have definitely released statements on Twitter, thanking Cody and whatnot for all he's done. But I really feel something's up. Either this is a work and just set up for Cody to come back, who knows, Cody could come back in Revolution or something. What if this happen? What if we do Hangman Adam Cole? Adam Cole, I could definitely see winning, but what if Hangman won, and or even if it didn't end in a clean finish, what if Cody came back and ruined the main event? And saying basically, he's been reinstated, he's got more power than he did before, something like that, and now he's able to fight for the world title again. I get something really going here, because it doesn't. This does not seem, with how creative and outside the box AEW getting. Again, that's not me, overhyping AEW, but with how with how much of a genius Tony Khan is. What if this is just a work to set up for some big move to turn Cody heel? Excuse me, I don't know. I really don't know, guys. I don't know, and I don't know what Cody will benefit from going back to WWE either way. But like I said, to me personally, it just feels like it's too soon. It's not the right time for him to go back to WWE if that's the case. And I'm hoping it's a work. But if not, like I said, he could, like I said, Tia Kumar said, I do agree. AEW is at a point where they've brought in so much talent that they're definitely starting to, let some people go that, that can't really, do much right now. Maybe this is Cody just taking a break. Again, Cody has a lot of, shows he's doing outside of the ring. Maybe this is just him taking a break and giving other people the time to shine for a bit. Could be. Him and Brandi are newly parents. I mean, maybe they want to spend a little more time with their baby. But again, I don't know. I have no clue, why this happened. I am just as shocked with this as I was when Brody Lee passed away. Like, not expecting. Of course, they kept, his illness is very private and whatnot. No inklings of that. But Cody leaving a company that he helped build 3 years ago, this soon. Again, something's up. Something is up. And I will say, I'm going to say if Cody's not back by Revolution, but we're going to have to wait and see how this pans out. We're going to wait and see. I know I'm repeating myself a lot, but that is my thoughts. Tia Kupar was only to show up in the live chat. He said he wants to see Cody and Andrade and FTR in a heel faction, which would be interesting. He's going back to work. Have a great night, and let's see how this plays out. I agree. Let's see how it plays out for sure, because, again, I'm just shocked. I am just absolutely shocked. Like I said, Cody can do what he wants. He's 36 years old. If he wants to go back to WWE, cool. But like I said, something's not adding up. Like, it doesn't make sense to see Cody go back to WWE right now. I still feel like he should be still in AEW. He started a company. Yes, he's had some fallouts with, creative and whatnot recently. And again, it could be just his ego getting in his way. But something's up. And hopefully at some point I'll have like a fallout video of sorts to do. And we'll talk from there. But that's all I gotta say, really. Nobody else in the live chat. So if you watch this afterwards, I'm leaving the floor up to you. Guys, what are your thoughts on Cody Rhodes and Brandi Rhodes leaving AEW? I know maybe we talked about Cody because, like, Brandi, she's not really doesn't really do much in the ring anymore. She more so is just announcing and whatnot. More so just a mouthpiece for the most part. But obviously, she contributed, a lot to AEW as well. So what are your thoughts on this, guys? Do you think Cody's heading to WWE? Do you think this is all a work? Did he take some time off? If he does go back to WWE, do you think it's the right time or do you think it's too soon? Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Be sure as always to slap a like on the video and subscribe for more content to my channel. Follow me on Twitter at DemandAirboy93. I'm going to be recording a few other small videos throughout the night tonight and hopefully uploading some of them before I go to bed tonight. So with that being said, guys, I'll check it out, and then next time I go live will be for my Dynamite review, which probably won't be tomorrow night because I'm going to be going to my girlfriend's tomorrow night, so maybe Thursday. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that's it, guys. I'm checking out. I'll catch y'all later. Get slap like on the video. Subscribe more content to my channel. Follow me on Twitter at DemandAirboy93. Again, leave your thoughts down in the comment section below on this breaking news today. Cody Rhodes Cody Rhodes and Brandi Rhodes have left All Elite Wrestling. So until then, guys, I'm checking out. I'll see y'all later. Have a great rest of your night. Peace out, everybody.